Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If it's not your first time, thank you for coming back. Let me plug this in. Oops. So, guys, okay, wait, first off, let me make sure. All right, I'm live on both YouTube and Facebook. If you're watching me on Facebook, please know I cannot see your comment. If you would like for me to see your comment, join me on YouTube. So there's my little disclaimer. All right, let's get started. So you guys, I got a bunch of things that I want to tell you. Well, not really a bunch, but I got some things that I want to tell you because we're approaching a very important date, a very significant one. Today is November 10th, so that means tomorrow is November 11th, which means it is the 11/11 portal, okay? In addition to having the 11/11 portal, the very next day on the 12th, that's a full moon in Taurus. These are like very significant things because of the fact that it really can be used to amplify your abundance. Okay, you guys see where I'm going with this? Do y'all see where I'm going with this? So tomorrow in the evening, oh shoot, is it gonna be raining, snowing?
Snow tomorrow.
F the snow, I got snow gear. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how much we're willing to F the snow. It might be done in my garage with the garage door open. We'll see. But I plan to have a fire ceremony, okay? We're going to use some fire. And this is not a ceremony that's just going to be Googled like some mofos cheesy as wanna be. You is not as spiritual as you claim, boo-boo, Googling your shit. No. This is stuff that I am recovering from previous life. Okay, I lived so many mother effing lives as shaman. I think this is my first normal, quote unquote, normal life. I'm just saying, I'm excited about normal. Anyways, so tomorrow, as part of one of the expedites, tomorrow I'm going to be doing this ritual. There's no animal sacrifice. It's just I got some herbs and stuff, no ganja, just some herbs and stuff. And I do have cascarilla powder. Thank you to my lovely friends who got me some cascarilla. This has been charged in all kind of lunar events. I've had it for the better part of this year. And I will be etching, well, not etching. That's a permanent thing. I will be writing sigils for each person who purchases this expedite. You will have a sigil placed in this ceremony, fire ceremony that I'm going to do tomorrow. So that's part of the expedites, okay? I'm taking my shit to a whole nother level. I'm sick and tired of shrinking myself. I'm just saying. I'm putting on my makeup again. And I don't know. Don't mind me. So let's see, guys. Today for our expedites, I have that 11/11 portal manifestation ritual. That is very minimal cost. And you can find this on the expedite page. I comment that right now. Also, I have 11/11 manifestation activation. This one is different than the manifestation ritual. The manifestation ritual will be performed tomorrow, okay? And you don't have to be present for that. If you can't make it to the actual live stream event, perfectly fine. I'll be writing your personalized sigil with the ritual stuff that I'm going to do. So you don't have to be there. For the 11/11 manifestation activation, that will be performed today, okay? So we're going to be harnessing a lot of this Taurian 11/11 portal manifestation energy and really just amplifying your abundance, your wealth, calling it back to you. There is no reason you should be in deficit or struggling or being martyred. People want you to believe that, but fuck them. Fuck them. They want suffering, they can do that on their own, okay? You have your own abundance. It doesn't take from anyone else. And I'm really, really beginning to embrace this part of my journey where I'm allowing myself to receive my own abundance with no shame, no guilt, not trying to convince myself that I'm taking from anyone else, because I'm not. And that's why this is such a huge, huge deal for me personally, and why I'm going to be doing that manifestation ceremony tomorrow. Okay. So if you want to do the activation, that one is done tonight while I'm live. We also have the Taurus moon lunar blessing. Again, I'm all juiced up. You know what I'm saying? She go, bad bitch. Not committed. Oh, no, I'm committed. I'm committed. I mean, when you've been together for over 20 years, you're pretty committed. I ain't even gonna play that. I'm very committed. I'm sorry, Daddy. I got caught up. I just took a DNA test. I found out I'm badass. Okay, focus. Taurus moon lunar blessing. This will really, really amplify more of that earthly love, earthly abundant energy. And not only that, it's going to be a very quick, direct port injection of this energy into your auric field. It's not my energy. This is the energy of the environment, causing you to really begin to want to empower yourself, allow yourself to be taken care of monetarily in this life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just done with that whole, like, I need to be a beggar and, homeless and shit. I don't need a lavish lifestyle, but I do need to make sure that I'm not trying to force myself to suffer. Okay? We're done with that, guys. We're done with that. Yesterday's live took me to a whole nother level. No, I'm done with that shit. Okay, let me just tone it down. Blu-ray diamond activation. So a lot of people have heard me talking about Blu-rays. These are the souls who come from Archangel Michael's family tree. Blu-rays have a very, very intense feeling of not fitting in. Oftentimes they have this like innate sadness, no matter how happy they are, how beautiful life is. It's like just this inherent sadness within their heart. They don't really know why. It's not depression. It's just something. Okay. And Blu-rays typically are born indigo. Typically, not all. Some are born indigo, the earlier waves. And for those, they're around my age, slightly younger, slightly older. It's time for us to finally allow for that upgrade in our coding, okay? Just because you are born in indigo doesn't mean you stay at that frequency. You have the capability of changing to a much higher level of frequency. And this is a diamond ray frequency. This activation is going to help convert your system into a diamond Blu-ray system. And that's the highest level of frequency that's being easily housed by this plane at this moment. Okay. This one really touches my heart. Dragon Field Primer plus Dragon Egg activation combo. So not only are we going to prime your field to house a sterile dragon egg, okay, we are also going to allow a dragon being to begin bonding with you. The two of you will begin bonding, and it will really assist you in all of your spiritual endeavors for the rest of this life. Dragons are not pets. They are not tools. I know some people, I wish I didn't know these motherfuckers, but they're like, oh, I'm going to tether a dragon to this. No, bitch. That's a fucking sentient being. You don't do that shit. Like, how about I tether your ass to a fucking tree? Calm it down. So with this, we're basically allowing our frequency needs to be known, and the dragon that's most resonant with you will be drawn to you, and they can choose to continue to bond with you and develop a relationship with you and really be a part of your journey. This is about having a spiritual friend, companion for your life. Okay. This is not about picking and choosing like you do a puppy at the puppy mill. This is about respecting another sentient being and opening yourself to bond. It's a very beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's see. So we're going to do that. And then we also have the bioscan. We have Claire Tarot readings. We have very, very limited etheric wing workups. We have the Lotus Effect activation and the Badassery of the Orifim Emerald Sun Matrix activation. That one's just badassery. I'm just saying. That one is legit badassery. Hold on really quick. Let me. All right. So are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Okay. Let's. Oh, where's my? Here it is. Here it is. So pick a number from 1 to 100. Let me just clean my dang phone. Oh, what is this? Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see that matches what I have written on my phone. Shoot. How do I work this motherfucking phone? All right. I have the number. All right. Oh, well, let me just look. Claudia C. Claudia C, you have 1 at the number 11. So, Claudia, let's get you some cards, okay? All right. So, breathe deep. Let the, hold on, what? Alex is here. He's here for the lashes. I was like, what? Did someone say something about my lashes? I felt that to my core. All right, guys. Claudia C1, congratulations, Claudia. Let's go ahead and shuffle one more time. All right. Oh, girl. Okay. Here's the thing, okay? Card number 4, against the grain. This is you really beginning to just, it's like a want to dive deeper into who you are, really explore who you are. F all of the chicken heads that want a piece of you and want you to conform and want to shrink you. You're done with that. You're kind of just naked in your truth, trying to dive deep into this realization of who you are and what your soul is really wanting you to know about yourself at this point. Now, what you doing for Thanksgiving, by the way? I'm just asking, what you doing for Thanksgiving? Card number 13, power of attraction. Okay, I'm just saying. You get me a little squeaky voice. Okay, power of attraction. You're definitely attracting some amazing things to yourself. A lot of soul connections, soul relationships are coming to you. There's a potentiality of an elevated soul connection. I'm just saying. There's also a lot of energetic soul tribe, come back to me, assist me in what I need to do, energy that I'm getting from you, okay? So it's really a lot of like, girl, this has to do with Lemuria. Lumeria. I know I'm saying it wrong intentionally. But so, okay. I'm getting that you're diving deep. There were, if my memory serves me correctly, which I tend to not want to remember, but if my memory serves me correctly, accurately, there was a pathway that would lead to Lemuria, and it was sunk. I think that's what you're diving to. I think you're diving to get that information. And I don't know if you'll find information on this, but it's tied to ancient Egypt. There was a lot of activity that was going on in ancient Egypt where there's a Stargate. It's near a Sphinx. It's like a building outside the Sphinx. And that Stargate transports you to, like, what would that be? Like, I want to say Iceland area. Up, way up. up. And then there's another Stargate there near that area that transports you to Atlantis, if that makes sense. So definitely all of this stuff is going to be really at the forefront of your awareness very, very soon. In addition to that, recalling all of these things is really going to trigger the calling back of some soul connections that you need to reconnect with. On top of that, it's going to make you begin to choose big, bold moves in your life. I wouldn't be surprised if you have a change in your residence and employment, like much faster than you realize. Okay. So those are exciting, but also kind of scary. And that's okay. That's okay. I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity as to where your focus is going to be over the next couple weeks. Okay. Let's go ahead and shuffle this again. And let's pick a number. Right, scary. Hey, Jessica Tull. Okay, no. Let's go ahead and pick another number. So, oh, y'all are picking numbers. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first comment that I see that matches the number I have on my screen is going to win a Claire Tarot reading from me. Deb Lashbrook, you won at 64. Deb Lashbrook. All right. The numbers are so fast. I know they are. I'm fast too. Not really. My husband looked at me like, is that right? Not really. Hi, Jessica's boys. I don't want to say their name live. Let me just not. All right, Deb, let us see. I'm actually pretty slow. Am I fast or am I slow?
What?
Am I fast or am I slow?
I don't know.
Or am I just right?
Because I couldn't read. I was fixating on the comments.
One more.
And then I kind of like, enemies?
What? Enemies?
No, mistake. It was supposed to be enemies.
Oh.
That's why I was like, enemies? And then you kept asking me. I was like, I'm not. I can't focus yet.
Hold on, Deb. I have to reshuffle this. This does not feel proper. No, I have to change decks completely. That don't feel right. All right. Here goes. Let's go. All right. This is for Deb Lashbrook. Ooh, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. Just rub me down with some baby oil and make it rain. Deb, you got card number 42, Rainmaker. I'm saying, we just rub you down with some baby oil, make it rain, whatever sticks, roll around. Whatever sticks, it's yours. Card number 42, hold on. I feel like abundance is coming to you, Deb. So the Rainmaker is a master of manifestation who can call on the elements of nature to serve the greater good. When the power to co-create is used with integrity, great beauty and benefit flow to all. When this power is used for personal gain only, everyone suffers. When the earth is parched, the Rainmaker calls the waters from the heavens, and all that's dormant in the fields and in people's hearts spring to life again. Deb, I need to message you right now. 1 second. Hold on, okay, Deb? I am messaging you personally. There's information that you need or that I need to give you. All right. All right. So you also have card number 55, Taming the Wind. Let me message you one more time. All right. So card number 55. Daddy, I'm just so hot. I think I'm going through menopause or something. I don't know. Unless you've considered killing someone with your bare hands and a plastic spoon, you ain't on my level right now. I am starting to sweat, and I never sweat. Ever. Here you go. Taming the Wind. Here, the feather, a symbol that's used in clearing ceremonies for smudging, reminds you of the sacred commitment you make to your life. This is a symbol of consciously bringing the spiritual into the material, infusing the world with reverence and an acknowledgement of the higher planes of existence that influence and animate all life. The feather is a symbolic reminder of deliberately entering into a partnership with the Great Spirit to co-create for the highest good of all. Like, wee, Deb, you're being called to action. Like, dang. Card number 37. Let us see. Can you turn that off because it's too much air? This is what he has to deal with. Card number 37, the moon. The moon spends equal time in the dark as it does in the light of the sun, and now it comes to remind you of this balance. Have you been too focused on outer achievements, productivity, or social engagements? Or have you spent too much time hidden from the outer world, not wanting to interact or show your face? Meditate on the significance of the moon cycle and let it gently guide you out of your bottomless depths. Head back to the world of outer expression and connection with others. Let it help you make time for yourself, your feelings, and your essential human and spiritual needs. So balance is definitely needing to be reestablished in your life, in your home, spiritual practice, all of that. If you spend a lot of time indoors, and I'm sure you're probably already doing this, a lot of plants are very, very good, especially in your bedroom, okay? I'm being told that you are divinely being guided and asked to really make sure that your home environment, wherever you spend the most time, is a place that can help to keep you grounded. I was told to look down at the bottom of the deck. It's card number 3, the arrow. Is that the moon? Ooh, that's Mars. Yes, Mars. You could kick some ass, Deb. So here's the thing. With this card, I'll look in the book. Don't worry, Michael. Chill out. Please, sir. So the arrow, that always reminds me of how we're pulled backwards sometimes. And we think like, oh, we're backsliding. We're not progressing. We get really hard on ourselves. But in reality, you are the arrow. The arrow first needs to move backwards to load enough energetic resistance. And it's that energy accumulated from the resistance that once it's released, that's directly tied to the amount of forward momentum, inertia, movement, whatever. I know physicist. forward motion. Okay, so that's what's going on right now. Maybe for some time now, you've been feeling like you just keep being dragged backwards, maybe for your health, maybe for your spiritual growth, whatever it is. Just know it's not for nothing. So receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you're on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. Ooh, the arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. Hold on. Has your foot been okay? Because it says, this is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you're on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. We're not trying to let Deb get injured any further. I'm just saying. I'm about to get real mad if they fuck with your foot too. I'm just saying. Enough is enough. Deb needs both her damn feet. Okay, let me quit messing around. But just know, I know that you're feeling some, okay, good. We want to keep it that way. No foot problems. I know that there might be some feelings of frustration with the way the cards have come up. That frustration is very justified, but it's the frustration and the anxiety and that resistance to your path that's really loading the charge for your forward direction. Okay, so definitely just hang in there. You're going to be tasked with quite a bit of spiritual duties very soon. They're very important duties, and you have the support that you need should you want or ask for it. Okay. Ooh, I almost shut off the whole live. Oh, Isaiah's leg. Girl, how is he doing? Oh my gosh, Rebecca. I done near dropped my phone into a freaking pot. No, a frying pan. When I heard, I was like, what? I almost dropped my phone in a frying pan with it on. Why is it not? Okay. So I'm going to pick one more person. If you're watching on Facebook and you're like, how come she's not, I wrote that number. Because I can't see your comment, boo-boo. It says it across the bottom of the screen. I don't know. I'm feeling like someone's getting all pissed off. Like, why is she ignoring it? Because I can't see your comment. Go to my YouTube channel where I'm live right now and I can see your comment there. All right. All right. Pick a number from 1 to 100. The first person to comment the number I have written on my phone that I see will win a Claire Tarot reading from me. And if you guys would like to, Monica, you won at 29. Monica. All right. So as I get the cards ready for Monica, I'm just going to comment the link right there. Is this almond milk?
Uh-huh.
It's so sweet. Why is it so sweet?
Yeah.
Did you add sugar? Oh, because I always get unsweetened. Monica.
Okay. Me? Yay.
Monica. What is this? Oh, man. It's my, like, orale pues baby hairs. Man, I'm just saying. I got some baby hairs that are just crazy. Crazy ass baby hairs.
You said what?
I said I got crazy ass baby hairs.
Say hi.
He's gonna lick his hand and smooth it down for him.
Look, somebody proposed to you.
You can't handle me, buddy. I'll have you rocking in a fetal position in the corner by the end of the day. You can't handle me. I tell you. I tell you. That's why my husband ain't tripping. He's like, go ahead. She gonna fuck your ass up. Get you rocking in a corner in a fetal position. Whip you. No, stop. Monica. Stop. All right, Monica. Card number 35, conscious connections. Right now, your higher self, for whatever reason, just like yesterday, and this doesn't typically happen, but it's saying that this is you and this is your higher self. There's a bit of a misalignment. You're paying attention to something else, something other than what your higher self is wanting you to focus on. Excuse me. That something else is a distraction. Have I told you before that you have a parasite? I haven't scanned you right now, but the feeling that I get is that there is some potential parasitic circumstance that's trying to keep you distracted. And it was kind of weird because it just like popped up. You had an extraction in August. Do you mind if I scan you? Okay. This thing is smart. So as soon as I began scanning, it released everything. There was a latching right in the dead center of your chest, and then it released it and backed up. It seems as though the green around your waist, around the waist, that symbolic of your heart energy. Okay, so I don't know if you're in a relationship or you're kind of seeing someone, not really exclusive yet, but that might be what's being used to distract you from your path. Does that mean you need to break up? No, it just means you have to refocus. There's something that your higher self is trying to get you to focus on that you're not quite paying attention to, okay? And this feels like if you don't pay close attention, you're going to miss the opportunity of a lifetime. It doesn't necessarily feel like it's a romantic opportunity that's missed. It feels more like a business type of opportunity. You do have a latching, but it removed itself. It completely let go as soon as I began scanning. So, I mean, technically you have no latching right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it tries to enter again. Make sure you do shielding and, you know, all these other things that keep your frequency high so that it can't actually enter. I would recommend you join my Kokoro 33 classes, and I teach how to harness energy the way I do. It's a very easy class, but consider that, okay? You don't want to have to keep getting sessions. That's just, and honestly, I don't really, I don't accommodate like repetitive session after session after session for parasitic, because then it begins to put me at risk because it keeps sampling my energy. But definitely you have to begin empowering yourself and you have to stay focused. There's an opportunity that's going to present itself, and it's one that feels like it's going to be very lucrative. Are you trying to start your own business or considering starting your own business? Because if you are, it might have to do with that. You have to make sure you pay attention, okay? I don't know if it's an individual that's going to come to you or you're going to be introduced to someone. It kind of feels that way. Card number 28, collaborative dreaming. It seems like you and others, it might just be one person, it might be a small group, but you and someone else are definitely going to come together and create something that is beautiful. Make your life into a living dream, okay? Card number 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. So this card really supports these, because it's all about allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to take in the abundance, the support, the love, the encouragement, the opportunities, sometimes the monetary that your soul is trying to provide you. Okay. Again, you guys, remember, and this goes to everyone, abundance is set aside just for you. Each one of us has our own little abundance package. Okay. That doesn't take from anyone else. Allowing yourself to receive your own abundance does not take from anyone else. So don't allow yourself to be guilted or to be made to feel bad because you're not sacrificing yourself for another person. That's not how love works. All right. So here we go. Thank you, Maud, for posting the link. Let us go ahead. The love boat. Soon we'll be making another run. All right, Stephanie. Okay. All right, Stephanie, are you here? Stephanie Murdoch?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and begin scanning. Is there anything in particular? You're welcome, Monica. Is there anything in particular that you want me to scan first? Yeah, it's definitely a lot of surging energy. Is there any area of your body where you want me to scan first? Oh, you don't bug me. Chest, okay. Let me just, I'm going to do the whole system, but I'll begin with your chest. For your chest, is it primarily the left side? It looks as though there's a massive crystallization occurring in the left side. It looks like a huge crystal on the left side of your chest, okay? Just slightly left of the heart. It's pressing up on the heart. Is your, oh, so your heart is, okay, okay. Let me just see. How about the right side of your head? I tried to purge some of the energy down to hopefully get your heart rate to slow down. There's tingles on the right side of your head. Is it just right now that it's tingling, or has it been going on? It looks like there's another crystal somewhat behind the ear. Okay. Okay. You're not crazy. What's going on is that your process has accelerated. This is probably going to make you feel kind of badly, but I have to be honest with you. You've begun to really identify with your health struggles. The wound is becoming your identity. And so, with the healing, the actual healing of that wound, it's causing a lot of resistance within you. It's subconscious resistance because, if these things are resolved, who are you going to be? What's going to happen with your life? This is what you know at this point. And so, it has a lot more to do with, you know, you giving yourself permission to grieve the loss of this life as you know it right now. Obviously, this is not the life that you want. It's not the ideal life. There's a lot of struggles that you've been having, but it's what you've known for some time now. It's really, you've been so immersed in it that it's becoming your identity. And it's not to say that that can't be changed, all right? But it's just to help you get a better understanding as to why you would choose to resist it when, logically, consciously, you're like, I want to heal. I want to be done with this. But subconsciously, there's a disconnect. So what I can do, I can go ahead and allow the energies to run right through you, purge it down, and hopefully that will help like relieve some of the heightened symptoms that you're experiencing from the energy accumulating. Would you like me to do that? Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. And this doesn't change the process, the activations. It simply allows that energy to flow. Because unlike the comment of people can only hold so much energy, um, you're not supposed to hold the energy. You're supposed to allow it to flow. That's a misconception, thinking that you're supposed to hold on to it. That comes from a lacking mindset. When you exist in abundance, in a state of knowing, you know that as much as you let out, that's how much will be allowed back in. Okay? So just breathe. I'm going to go ahead and purge this down. Stephanie, I want you to close your eyes. See yourself sitting in the most beautiful garden you've ever seen. Feel the gentle breeze blowing on your skin, gently moving your hair. Feel the warmth of the sun. Notice right in front of you, someone is sitting down. The both of you are sitting down in the middle of this garden facing each other. That someone is me. Put both your hands in my hands and just breathe. I want you to say this to yourself. I am not my wounds. I am what's born after the healing. I am not my wounds. I am what's born after the healing. It's okay to squeeze my hands. I am not the wounds. I am what's born after the healing. There you go. All right. How do you feel? Awesome. Awesome. Hi, Jade. Hi, Jacqueline. Awesome. I'm glad you're feeling better. Anytime, anytime you begin to feel these symptoms return, just know that, again, subconsciously, you've begun resisting. It's not a bad thing. It's a part of your process. Becoming aware of the things that are going on, the way you're processing and coping subconsciously, will greatly help you help yourself. So when you become aware that this is, there's an imbalance occurring again, you can go back to this visual of the you and I, the two of us, you and I, sitting in the middle of the most beautiful garden you've ever seen. We're sitting on the ground facing each other and you're holding my hands. Okay. When you do that, it allows my higher self to pull whatever is the excess energy, nothing that's necessary. The excess will be pulled and directed deep into Gaia. So in many ways, you're actually fulfilling some of your soul purpose, because one of your purposes in this life is to anchor in extremely high frequencies. And by surging and then grounding it deep into Gaia, that's what you're doing. It helps the planet and everything that exists upon her surface and beneath. It helps us all to rise, to evolve. Okay? You're welcome. You're welcome. So let's see. Next we have Deb Lashbrook. Well, thank you. Yeah. Okay, Deb's here. Yeah, I used to be an actual makeup artist once upon a long time ago. Once upon a long time ago. And that's why I really don't care about putting on makeup for the most part. I know what I look like with makeup on.
20 years ago?
Huh?
20 years ago.
20 years ago. You know. Oh my gosh. I gave you the legend of the slow blade.
I got
Oh. Let's see. Okay, Deb is right there. All right, breathe very deep and slow, Deb. This is a nice song. All right, Deb, how do you feel? Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so sweet. I'm also very lazy. I'm very particular. I don't really like foundation crap on my face. I mean, I don't have it on, but still. All right, good. Deb, you might begin to feel a little bit of like a throbbing, pulsating in the chest. Okay, so and it might cause your heart rate to elevate just a little bit, just a little bit. It shouldn't be a lot. Let me know if it does become a lot, like start to concern you, even if it's not a lot. Okay. So can you make sure you keep an eye if Deb comments about her heart?
Okay.
So let us see. Let me mark this. If you guys, if any of you would like to experience some energy work from me tonight or get a personal reading, simply go to the link that I just commented and check out what I have to offer. All right. Let's see. Can you make a list? 3421. This is for the ritual tomorrow. Yeah, 3421. All right. Angela Schmitz. Let's do your activation. Angela, are you here? A.L. Schmitz, are you here? My hair is just. Angie's here. Okay. Let's do your 1111 activation. So breathe. I know it has. It's been so long. Angie's been knowing me since Facebook. So, oh, it's here. It's not on my laptop. Okay. So breathe very deep and very slow. You might start to feel some mild tingling in your chest and in your left hand. All right. How do you feel? Why do you feel? It's okay if you're not sensitive to energy and didn't feel anything. Do you feel any kind of dizziness? I just want to make sure you don't feel any kind of dizziness. Okay, perfect. All right. Next, we have Melissa Bernard. Okay, let's go ahead. Oops. Okay. All right. You're welcome, Angie. Ooh, your comments are at 555. Ooh, 89% at 456. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Let's get Melissa some cards. Let's get some cards. I said, pour some sugar on me in the name of love. Pour some sugar on me. Thank you, Maud. Oh. I think she's about to bop a mofo. I'm just saying. All right. This is, I haven't used this deck much. I've had it for a long ass time, but I haven't used it much. And it's really giving some messages. Okay. It's giving some messages for sure. Let me just shuffle this deck one more time. Well, ain't that some ish? I totally just exploded in my freaking lap. It exploded in my lap. Okay, card number 47, the smoky mirror. So, ooh, oh shit. Okay, girl, we ain't fucking around. Let me just show you how these cards got pulled. So this is you, right? And that's your energy right there, trying to be all like peaceful, which is not bad. That's not a bad thing. You're just trying to be in your Zen zone, trying to activate your higher faculties, you know, trying to create stillness and just beautiful things that are tied to our perception of what developing spirituality is. Well, all that is beautiful, but look above your head. Oh, no fucking way. Wow. Shit. Okay. Fuck. So right there looks like a fucking samurai. Okay. So samurai tend to try and exist in a state, live by the code of Bushido, stay in a Zen, compassionate. That looks like you gonna fuck shit up. That looks like you're getting ready to fuck shit up. Like the shadow is like, we need to fuck shit up. And then suddenly it looks like you're flanked by 2 dragons. I'm just saying. There's more than one card. So that's the first card. And then what comes out is next, it comes out as the blade. Card number 6, the blade. So I mean, you got I'm just saying, you went from Zen to samurai to fucking Shaka Zulu, Amazulu and shit. I don't know if you watched that Shaka Zulu miniseries. I used to watch that every single. That's one of my most favorite movies of all time. I'm just saying, Shaka is a badass. Can you dress up as Shaka Zulu sometime? He's just hot. I want you to put out an ember with your bare foot. I just got myself into shit that, see, my mouth keeps writing checks that my ass can't cash. I'm just saying, good damn it, girl, be quiet. I'll take one for the team then. And then card number 43, the rattle. The reason I think this is like, holy shit, because a rattle was used to subdue me during my past life regression session. So I'm going to read you the, it feels like some shit is about to pop off. I'm going to be real honest, like no fucking around. It feels like some shit is about to pop off. Something very intense. It feels like your higher self is already prepared and is wanting you to mentally prepare for when it actually happens, okay? Card number 47, the smoky mirror represents the aspects of what is implied yet cannot be immediately known in the world. What's implied is you're about to fuck shit up. The mystery of how things come together and how they fall apart without obvious casualty. This symbol also represents the shadow of the human psyche, the parts of the self that one disowns. The smoky mirror can also represent a state of denial or the inability or refusal to see the truth. So a lot of your shadow aspects are going to be coming up. Those are necessary. This is fucking tripping me out. I don't know if y'all can see this. You see that? It looks like you're diving deep into yourself. Diving deep into yourself. Do you see that right there? In the arm, the leg, the head, the arm, diving. So you're definitely going to be going on an internal journey. The blade represents sharpness of the mind, body, and spirit. Pointing upward, it summons the power of heaven. Now, look where you're diving into. You're not diving into the water. You're diving straight into your crown. All right? Diving straight into the crown space. So when aimed down to the ground, it anchors the power of the heavens on earth. The blade can be a healing tool or a weapon. Wield it wisely and it will transmit power, bestow initiations, cut energetic cords from the past, or sever toxic relationships. Use it with anger and it will slash, stab, and kill. She ain't fucking around, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The next card is card number 43. The rattle is the spirit caller. Carrying the shaman's prayer to the 4 directions. The body of the rattle is like the earth spinning on its axis. With the aid of the rattle, the medicine woman instills a desired destiny in her future. Closing with a prayer, Great Spirit, may your will be done. The rattle guides us to pray for all the earth, not just for our personal needs. When we offer our prayers for the highest good of all, everything we need is provided for us. You want to catch God on the whisper, not on the shout. What you're trying to craft to your own desires and expectations is already there, standing before you. Do not spin the world to your own benefit. You are being offered the Creator's tools, which must be put to use to serve a divine purpose. You're being called to action. You're being activated. It feels like a full activation of very ancient coding. I don't know if I'm doing the activation. I will ask your higher self, okay? Let's see, Page of Coins. All right. Page of Coins, deep concentration and application, scholarship, reflection, desire for new ideas, a do-gooder, bearer of news. This is what you're doing, okay? You are relearning all the things. Girl, I mean, I still need to finish making your dagger. I'm just saying. Oh, Kurt. But this is basically what you're doing, okay? You are getting back the information that you need to do the job that you need to do on a spiritual level. Next is the 4 of Coins. Love of material wealth, hoarder, and ability to share. I don't think that's really you. I don't think you're necessarily a hoarder or can't share. I actually find you to be very generous, if we're going to be completely honest. I think this has more to do with when you pair it with a rattle, or was it the blade? I don't know. When you pair it with one of these other cards, What it tells me is that you need to begin releasing your attachment to the material things. You do really share a lot. You do. You share a lot. You have to begin releasing your connection, your attachment to the material things. I think this has to do with you being led to travel extensively very soon. You can't bring those things with you when you travel. So I vaguely remember a recent reading. You were being told that there's going to be changes, I guess, in the living and the career, or was that someone else? I can't remember, but just kind of keep those things in mind, okay? Knight of Coins. Stagnation, inertia, lack of determination or direction, idleness. So that's how you might feel due to the stipulation that you have to begin releasing. It was you, right? Okay. This is how this might be the result of you realizing the stipulation that you're to release the attachment to material things. You know, you can resist that stipulation for a little bit, but just know when it's time for you to get going, you're going to have to get going because you don't want to have to learn these lessons in a difficult way. It's going to be real bad. You want to be able to learn it in a way that you're still somewhat in control and you still get a say. You're not unnecessarily struggling. Okay. You also had the, can you also put 034, 3422, the Blu-ray diamond. I am doing your activation. All right. So Melissa, are you ready? Let's go ahead and do this. Like Buddhists. What song is that? It's not a song? Who said that? Did you invent that? Breathe. Hold on 1 second. Just gonna switch phones. You might feel this in your crown. You might feel tremors. For those of you watching, if you're sensitive to energy, you might begin to feel dizzy. Please make sure you're seated if you do. All right, how do you feel? I'm sweating.
You're tired?
What is this about? My back is all sweaty. This is crazy. This is so crazy.
You like that?
Yes, does it feel snug, like the headband feels snug? You're having a lot of crown and third eye expansion. Well, don't be surprised if it starts to feel snug, okay? It shouldn't feel like your brain is getting squished. Yeah, yeah. So I did inject quite a bit of sedation into your field just to make sure that it doesn't become too uncomfortable. So the numbness is a sedation. Snuggly is good. Snuggly is definitely good. Make sure you just kind of hang out, okay? Don't try and do any errands or any of that. Just hang out for a little bit. And then you might start to feel a little bit shaky, kind of like tremors. We burned up a lot of your blood glucose. So your sugars might dip a little bit, nothing in a dangerous amount, but you might need like a little bit of candy or some juice or something in a few minutes. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. You're what? Thank you. You love me. Yeah, you do. All right. This is for Moon Chiclets. Excuse me. Melissa made me sleepy. All right. Chicky is here. Let us go ahead. Chicky, breathe very deep and very slow. Mm. Mm. Love this song. Mm-hmm. Identify yourself. Identify yourself. Final request. Scanning. Vessel clear. Mind clear. A plate and vessel has approached your field. They're followed by Syrians. Scanning their packets. Do not engage until I finish scanning. Archive. Chicky, you might feel Archive behind you. We will enforce her space. Show me all your code. Now. Archive is tracking. They're not near your field. Scanning all your layers. Entering your core. Initiating core scan. Packet detected. Extracting. Chicky, hold still and breathe. Tracking Archive. Okay. How do you feel, Chicky? Thank you.
It was. It was something. Oh, it was.
You feel okay? So basically, it was a fairly large armada that started approaching, and then they were insisting that they're part of some Pleiadian Syrian team that's a part of your, personal spiritual team. They're there to bring you packets of coding. Why do you not feel right then? Why do you not feel right to me if that's the case? And so they knew I was scanning because it just didn't feel right to me. It felt kind of weird. And before I could finish scanning the packets of information that they say is for an activation for you, I saw something was trying to begin inserting. No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Pleiadians and Syrians don't do that shit. They don't just, well, the ones that have honorable intentions, don't do that. And so, yeah, no, fuck that shit. We don't play that. So I did your activations. We went ahead and kicked ass. I did find a packet that was successfully inserted. It didn't have time to open and integrate, so that was still contained. I did several runs of different triadic harmonies through your field to make sure it's like a deep cleanse down to core level. I did another scan and there was nothing that was detected. So you're doing good. You're doing good. How do you feel right now? You feel okay? And you guys, that's just kind of, it's good that you guys are witnessing what just occurred, because so many of us are just like, oh, I want to contact Pleiadians. I want to contact the Syrians. Oh, they're an ascended species. Well, parasitic things can mimic. Just because it looks of love and light, it doesn't mean that it is. Okay? It truly doesn't mean that it is. And if people are going to tell you, oh, you have to ask them 3 times and they have to tell you the truth, but no, they don't. Are you of love and light? Everything is of love and light. Come on now. Varying degrees of light and lack thereof. Okay? They're really, love and hate are not two opposites. They're merely 2 different poles of positioning, polarities upon the same plane of existence. That makes them the same thing, but varying degrees of polarity. So you have to understand there's a lot of trickery that goes on with you know, what do you call it? Parasitic stuff. They're not idiots. Okay. There are parasites that are extremely intelligent, more intelligent than your Google made shamans and light seeds, whatever the fuck they call themselves. People can tell you a lot of things that sound good, but you have to discern for yourself what actually feels right and what doesn't. All right. You have to do that for yourself. So yay, she feels more clear. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Hey, Daddy, if you could please note 3423 as well as 3422.
You already did 34.
Okay, well, excuse me, sir.
I'll just write it again.
I'm joking. Okay, I think those are the only two. All right. You feel okay, Chicky? You feel fine, right? Scorpy, are you talking about an energetic parasite or are you talking about a physiological? It could be. It definitely could be. Sometimes the physiological is nothing more than the physical manifestation of an energetic symptom. Yeah. Your back is sore. What part of your back is sore? Scorpio, I highly recommend you consider a parasitic extraction. You can find that on my website. Is it more sore towards the left, the inside portion of the left? Inside of both sides, okay. I did work quite a bit of energy through the inside portion of the left. So like your left shoulder blade and your spine, that space right in between. And it could affect the right as well. But yeah, I did work in that area. So, and that was for the extraction. So you can definitely feel sore there for the next few days. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. So Desi Kadra. If you guys would like to purchase an expedite, here's the link. Thank you, Maud, for posting that link. Here's the link. When I finish with Bridging the Realm, I'm going to be shutting down the link. Okay, guys? She's here. How did I learn? I was born knowing this, and I just kind of took my whole life to finally admit that I'm never going to be normal. I'm just not. I'm just not. I fail at being normal. All right. So, and I do teach classes. I teach people how to harness energy the way I do. It's much different than things that are popular right now, like Reiki. Those type of modalities utilize harmonic universe 1 frequencies, meaning dimensions 1, 2, and 3. We're in a 15-dimensional system. Kokoro 33, which is my modality, it utilizes minimum 12th dimensional frequencies. So 12th dimension or higher, and you can exit the time-space matrix to pull more frequency. Let me just get a song. All right. So breathe very deep and very slow. All right, Daddy. I was listening to this song. Yeah, he said Buto in your face. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. Dorothy be knowing what I was like, what? Buto in the face? What is that about? Mhm. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So, yay. I did use, did you guys see that? Pedro be flying hella crazy all up in this room, Daddy. Can you tell him to stop? He's so distracting.
I don't want to say anything. You might take something away.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Do you see flickering? Knock it off, Pedro. Sorry, guys. I'm serious. Wherever you are, knock it the hell off, dude. You are so distracting. Okay. Okay. It was just. All right. Desi says hello, Pedro. Don't be such a muchacho. Let me shut down the link. Órale pues, Pedro. No me gusta es muchacho behavior. I know that's not Spanish. It's Spanglish. Get hip with it. Get hip with it. No entiendo. Yo entiendo un poquito Spanglish. Hold on. No. No say. No say, man.
Did you close it already?
I did. Was that erroneous? Was someone trying to?
Yeah.
Who?
She
Oh.
I was trying to check out.
Okay. Look, here, Angie, since. Hold on. I'm sorry, Angie. All right. As soon as Angie's done, the link will be hidden. All right. There you go. So, Daddy, as soon as Angie's finishes processing, can you shut down the link?
Yeah.
Thank you. Christine Olswang. All right, Christine, are you here? It did not. It didn't go through, Angie, because my hater ass closed it down. So it didn't go through. I'm sorry. Let's see. Christine. Yo no soy marinero. Yo no soy marinero, soy capitán. Soy capitán, soy capitán.
Yeah.
Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita poquito de gracia. Un poquito de gracia se necesita. Y arriba, y arriba. That was for you, Pedro. Okay, I don't think Christine's here. Okay, we'll go back to Christine, give her time. Can you email her, Daddy? All right, Denise Bradfield. Denise, are you here? Let's see. Claire Tarot reading and a bite scan. Denise, are you here? Denise is here. All right, let's do a Claire Tarot reading and a bio scan. Oh, shoot. Para bailar la bamba. Para bailar la bamba se necesita poquito de gracia. Un poquito de gracia se necesita. Y arriba, y arriba. All right. Let's see. Here we go. There we go. So Denise. Denise, is there anything in particular you want me to scan? All right. Were you singing that song, Dale? Oh my God. Un poquito de gracia se necesita. Y arriba, y arriba. Oh, that's a badass card. Okay. So here's the thing. So Denise, card number 38, restore and replenish. You're looking very much worn out and almost like you're shutting down. You've been through quite a bit. What happened? Okay, we will definitely scan that, okay? So your first card, restore and replenish. What part of your back hurts? This part of your back? Is it this part of your back that hurts? Like where the energy's leaking out. You see that? Okay. So it's seeming like it's causing you to kind of just shrink down into yourself. I feel like you're being attacked. I definitely feel like you're being attacked by who or what, I don't know. The key to getting through this is by keeping it together, okay? What do buttons do? They hold things together. You're surrounded by growth, by new life. You're surrounded by messages from your soul. Right now, you're kind of shrinking into yourself. That's a very normal, natural reaction to whatever it is that you're going through, all right? Card number 7, Legacy of Light. Right now, you're still in the toddlerhood of your spiritual process of remembering. We're trying, your soul and you are trying to get you to an elevated place of consciousness. That is a process. I think what you are going through right now is a trauma-induced accretion. A TIA, what I like to call a TIA, it's when sometimes it's a parasitic circumstance. Sometimes it's just a difficult life circumstance that's being used to kind of get you to level up in frequency. Okay, it's to induce a frequency accretion. And I think that's kind of what's going on right now. I do feel like there's an issue. Card number 25, release a dark wound, let love live. You also got card number 6, which is the blade. And it's almost this feeling before you had said the bumps on your head and feels like something's under your skin. The image and the feeling that I got as a message from your higher self was that you need to cut out, remove something that is kind of like rotting. Energetically, I don't believe it is physiological. Have you seen a doctor? I want to make sure you have all your bases covered. I'm very confident in the kind of energetic work I do, but I'm also very realistic. You have to approach this in a very whole, unified manner. Not only do you address the energetic component, you also have to make sure you address the physiological. All right. You know, I'm just a human. I could totally miss something. I could, misread. You have to make sure you do your due diligence and have the doctor check you out, make sure there's no medical condition that needs medical treatment. I always, always, always remind people this because it's important that you remain healthy. Okay. So, it feels like something's needing to be removed. I will scan that though to double check. You also got card number 54, the sweat lodge. You usually enter a sweat lodge to do cleansing, spiritual cleansing, to prepare you for elevated levels of spiritual activities, things like that. It's a very healing type of environment, and that's the general sense that I'm getting. Oh, you should get checked. Don't let your fear of what they're gonna find stop you. Okay. I think I know what it is, to be honest. I have a feeling. I have a feeling it's an implant. I also, it's more than one bump, right? Differing sizes. Is the wind suddenly? Girl, you making the wind kick up. Is that me? Okay. So here's the, I will address that with the scan. I want to make sure I get your reading first. Card number 15, the drum. Look at that. Ooh, intense. It's gorgeous too. Card number 15, the drum. All right. The rhythm of the drum tunes you to the beating heart of the universe. Its wood frame links you to the trees and helps you journey to the lower world via the roots and the upper world through its branches. The drum skin gives the shaman the powers of the animal kingdom. Striking the drum calls forth the power of thunder and the rumbling of the earthquake. The drum invites a trance state where healing and prophecy can happen. So this is very much about a personal healing journey that you need to take. What I want to share with you, this began after you had your son. It feels like there might be a component that is, what do you call it? Tied to your endocrine system. The lymphatic system does not have an internal pump. If you become more sedentary, even though you're taking care of a young child, if you become more sedentary, then the fluids begin to kind of get all mucked up in the lymphatic system. And when things get all mucked up, it starts to accumulate in the lymph nodes. So I think 1 or 2 of those lumps is actually an implant, extraterrestrial implants. That's kind of crazy. I know. And then in order to disguise that, they've initiated a few physiological symptom presentation that feels and looks like lymph nodes. Okay. So definitely make sure you get checked. We want to rule that out. Lymph nodes, you can get a lymphatic drainage massage. going on a trampoline, running, jumping jacks, things like that. It really gets the fluids moving. My concern, and I'm looking at your belly right now, I'm scanning your belly, and I'm kind of getting some feelings of confirmation. I think you've actually jumped up in frequency, and some of the foods that you're eating are no longer foods you're compatible with. These foods are not good for someone of high frequency. Can I have tissue? Suddenly my third eye is draining. Oh, here, I got paper towel. You got paper towel?
Softer.
All right. So, oh, it's shadow. So what I'm getting is that some of the foods that you didn't have a reaction to before, you're now intolerant of. It's not an allergy. A food intolerance is different than a food allergy. Okay, so it's not going to show up on an allergy test. I think you have leaky gut. And oftentimes, what ends up happening when you have hyperpermeable bowel, xenobiotics enter your bloodstream. These are items that should not be in the bloodstream. Partially digested food, pathogens, just all kind of stuff that should not be there. And so, if this is allowed to continue for some time, yeah, see, you're having a hard time digesting at this point. Okay, I do see some parasitic circumstance in the low belly. I see a parasitic pouch. I do see quite a bit in. I'm trying to calm down. I am not wicked.
That sounded.
That's my feeling. Stop it. Anyways, just above the top of your diaphragm to the left, there's a latching there. Okay. There's quite a few different latch points that I'm seeing. Base of skull, just right of spine, kind of behind the right ear on the neck, just below the hairline. I also see all along your iliac crest, both left and right side, compression on your sciatic nerve, your psoas. You need to strengthen your psoas muscle. The psoas has a lot to do with feeling unsupported and really just having a hard time accepting who you are on your spiritual path. The psoas is a very spiritual muscle. Also, your what is that called again? It's a band of muscle that goes from your sacrum, kind of across the hip. I forget the name now. But the sciatic nerve has a tendency to either go underneath it or straight through it. It is a lot of stress. You had an extra placenta sac when pregnant. And it was empty? I'm assuming it was empty. Was it an identical twin, but empty? Or was it completely separate? Or were they was it attached to sharing the same placenta with your 4-year-old? I think the emotions that are involved with that are actually tied to this as well. Denise, I think you would really benefit from a private session. You definitely are encouraged to consider a parasitic extraction plus DNA activation. Are you suddenly feeling sensations in your upper back? Yeah. Okay. That's my energy you're feeling. Something's trying to enter in that area and I'm burning it off. Yeah, please do consider a parasitic extraction. I think the lumps, you should definitely get them checked just to err on the side of caution. If it's just the lymph node, they'll probably test, do a full panel for your blood count. And then you can ask to have a test done to check your liver enzymes, a full liver panel, and that would check your liver function. I think you're entering the realm of celiacs, okay? If your numbers come back elevated for your liver enzymes, just know that that's very, very common for people with undiagnosed celiac disease. But make sure you see a doctor, okay? That's kind of what I'm feeling, that it's an implant from a reptoid. It does not feel benign. It feels malignant. It doesn't feel, when I say that, I'm talking about the intention, okay? The intention. The reason you're feeling the back, they're trying to send a pulse of energy. They're corded in that, like right here, but in your back, upper back area. They're trying to send a pulse of energy because where that implant is located, there's little strings that lead down to your basal ganglia, your brainstem. And I don't want to freak you out. To me, this is all just matter of fact. I don't want to freak you out. They're trying to initiate a process that will stop you from being willing to have me remove it. You don't have to go to me if you're not comfortable. That's perfectly okay. I want you to do what you're most comfortable with and confident with. But just know these are very delicate structures that these strings from the implant travel through. And people, whoever you go to, make sure they actually know what they're doing. And just make sure, okay? Yeah. I'm so sorry, Denise. I'm so sorry this is going on. Definitely something that can be corrected. It definitely can be corrected. With your permission, I'm just going to leave that filter in your upper back. I don't want, and it's 5:55. Anyways, I'm going to leave that filter there so that the incoming pulse cannot reach what it's trying to reach. It's trying to affect your bodily functions. Okay. They typically don't do this. They don't typically install what I refer to as like a kill switch. And that would really disrupt your bodily functions. They usually only put that much effort into someone who has a very elevated soul purpose or function. So this means, you're definitely someone who's going to be contributing to the evolution to the evolution of humanity. Okay, I'm going to leave that in place. Let me just check one more thing. Do you suddenly feel cold down to your bones? And it's okay if you don't. Okay, you're very sensitive to energy. I just went ahead and injected sedation into your field. That sedation, it helps to keep you calm, and then it also sedates and freezes all parasitic type activity. So you're perfectly okay, perfectly okay. That should last until you're able to have a session with me. I'm sorry. Wear socks. It has a tendency to make it much more bearable. And yeah, I know it feels like I just dipped you in a freaking sub-zero freezer. I'm sorry. I had to use that much because of the circumstance. Okay. You're going to be fine though. All right. You're going to be perfectly fine. Make sure you go to the doctor just to get checked. Humor me. Go to the doctor, let the doctor know. Some crazy ass girl online said I needed this, this, and this. I need a complete blood workup. I also need a full liver panel stat. You might also want to get your kidney function checked. Some of the pathways lead down to the kidneys, especially if you're having any kind of aches or pains, even just mild soreness in the left flank. I see it in the left renal artery as well as the left ureter. Okay. I'm hoping the energy hasn't permeated into the density of your flesh and all your tests will come back perfectly fine. All right. So go to my website when you're ready, and you can book the session there. All right, let's see. Let it wash over me, ready to lose my feet. Christine Olswang, are you here? Christine, you're welcome. Da 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 da. Day to day, I'm blind to see. Find out far. Oh, there you are. So let me just mark this. Everybody got the reason. Everybody got the way. We just catching and releasing. Oh, build up throughout the day. Flows right through your body. Let me just shuffling. All right. Everybody got the way. Jesus catching and releasing. Oh, it builds up throughout the day. All right. So SB Beach Girl, card number 6, shock of the new. You're needing to speak on something. All right. You're definitely needing to have a conversation with someone and speak on something. I don't know if there has just been a recent separation, but shock of the new, it's kind of like you're trying to keep your poker face on, but you have been totally crying and hurting, and I don't really know what's going on. You make it a really good poker face. Okay. What's going on is right now you're in card number 9, the Rose Garden. You are growing by leaps and bounds. And there's this part of you that recognizes the need to fly. Butterflies have a tendency to fly alone. Okay. But you kind of want to stay in the stage of the caterpillar. And your higher self's not really going to allow that much longer. It's definitely wanting you to move forward from whatever it is. Did you just recently split up with someone? Oh, need a little clarity. Too many choices. Retrograde men everywhere. Huh? I don't. Are you single? Have you been single for a while? Oh, you have a long distance love and a new one. Ooh. I don't think you're gonna be with either one. Um, okay. Card number 16, what you want wants you. All of this kind of is having the feel like it's going to come crashing down on you. Like your personal power is going up and up and up. You're feeling very wanted, very empowered because of the attention. But all of this is becoming tangled. And look at that. Your pearls of wisdom, they're not free to be accessed. So it's almost like you're being intentionally distracted. um the thing is this though, okay? This is why I think everything's about to come crashing down. Card number 43, secrets. You think you've kind of compartmentalized your life and have kept things, separate. I think someone's going to find something out and they're going to be pretty upset. Okay? So, if I were you, which I know I'm not, I would probably opt to kind of just fly solo for right now because it feels like there is going to be someone who's going to be coming along that's very much in alignment with what you need. Oh, it's already happened. Well, shit. You darn cards. We want advance notice, not a reiteration of what already happened. Okay. Well, here you go. Card number 37, focus on the light. This is a cycle. I don't know if this has happened a couple times to you, but this is a cycle. Okay, girl, I'm going to be very real with you right now. You're probably not going to like what I have to say. You're probably going to think I'm being a judgmental little shit. I promise you, I'm not condemning you. You know what other people decide is best for them. I mean, that's on them. I'm really all about sovereignty. But I'm going to be very honest with you right now. This is something you keep doing. Okay. You keep choosing to invest in men who are not available. This is something within you. There is a wound within you that makes you feel like you don't deserve something that's long term, that causes you to sabotage yourself. All right. Um, you have to stop the cycle. You just have to. I mean, you don't have to. You can continue it, but your feeling of you have shitty luck with men, it never works out. All of the feelings that go with this is going to continue, and your self-worth is going to continue to suffer. You're going to continue to diminish yourself and diminish yourself and diminish yourself, and you're worth so much more than what you're choosing to believe. Okay. So, I mean, if you want to continue dating, playing the field for a little bit, go for it. Don't commit to anything. Don't make anyone think that you're exclusive. Um, just be very honest in things. I feel like you're going to meet someone, but first you have to really, really allow yourself to process and heal the wound that created this cycle to begin with. Because this is something I think that you're hiding from yourself. It feels like when you were little. This feels like an inner child wound of some sort. And we all have those. Y'all don't be getting all like, ooh, she's damaged. No, knock it off. Everybody has those kind of wounds and programming and all of that jazz. But you have to become aware of it at this point because now it's creating cycles. Oh, you went back to therapy. That's good. See, you're becoming more and more unwilling to continue with the cycles. So this is exactly what it is. That's your therapy. The therapy is putting a spotlight on what you need to focus on. All right. You're definitely gonna have opportunities to see what it is within you that are needing to be addressed. And then what ends up happening, card number 11, Queen Bee. You have all these drones that are just wanting to be with you. And, drones, I believe they're very loyal to the queen. Let me look at this. Hold on. Let me see. Shit. Wow. You're going to kick them all out. So Google up drones. I'm getting that. Yeah. But look at you, though. Look at you. You're not afraid. You're in a very calm state. You're weighing out your options. You're recognizing they can't hurt you. They won't hurt you because you won't allow them to. So this is really a message of your higher self letting you know you're growing. Give yourself some time. Be a little bit patient. Have a little more compassion. This is part of your organic growing cycle. Okay. What's important though is to recognize where this cycle is rooted, and going to therapy will definitely help you recognize that. Okay. I would also add in some shadow work. You can Google how to do shadow work. You can also look up inner child work. All of these things are all tied together. I think the reason why so many people don't have as much lasting success as they'd like with therapy, and therapy can be absolutely useful for so many people, but they're not addressing all the different components that are necessary to make that therapy even more successful. All right. So if you pair therapy with inner child work, shadow work, all of that together, especially self-love, you then are very much set for that forward trajectory. Okay. Leave those guys alone. They're nothing but distractions right now. That's what I'm getting. And it's not that it's not that you're not going to have anyone. It's more of you need to first work on yourself, because what you're attracting right now is just a projection of those internal wounds. So once you heal yourself enough, then you'll begin to attract someone who's also interested in healing, and then you guys can heal together. And instead of falling in love, you're going to grow in love, and that's how you create a very solid relationship. Okay. You can boom all you want. I mean, I personally don't partake in that. Like, I don't do casual boom. Well, I sure as hell hope not. If I was single, is what I'm saying. If I was single, I've never really been one to be casual about the boom, but I mean, I'm not everyone, whatever you feel is necessary for you. If you got a little buddy, then just, go have a play date. I don't know. Don't take dating advice from me. I've been married. I've been taken for two decades at this point. I don't know what's going on out there. I see some memes and I'm like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck are y'all doing out there? So I already decided at any point, if me and my husband are not together, I'm gonna be single. That's it. Single. I don't want to deal with none of that mess. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be single and I'm gonna have some puppies and some kittens. I'm also gonna get some chickens, peacocks. Just, I wouldn't do no dating stuff. That's crazy. To me, that's crazy. Okay, can you write down 3427, please? Thank you, sir. All right, Lisa. Lisa Hyun. Also 3428, please. Yes, please. Yes, sir. Oh. All right, let's see. Is she here?
She's here.
She's here. You're welcome. Let's click this. I love dragons too. Remember that movie, Devil's Advocate?
Okay.
No, Kevin, it won the white.
I never watched
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That shit's wicked. Don't watch it.
it. I'm not trying to.
Don't watch it. It's not as wicked as Constantine, though.
Oh, that's wicked.
That's a movie about my life. I'm joking. That is not my life. I do not consent. Hold on, Lisa. Let me get a song. Mhm. All right. Breathe very deep and very slow. You might start to feel very warm inside. I'm cranking up the heat. You might feel a little bit nauseous. Andara. Andara. All right. Lisa, how do you feel? Pulsating on your back. Do you remember what I did for bridging the bell? Oh, yeah. Yes, that's normal. That's Kundalini energy rising up and down your spine. Girl, my sinuses are clearing too. Um, I noticed something so beautiful. I know usually when I do an expedite on you, you want to know what I saw. Girl. Okay, so I implanted the sterile egg to be used by a sentient dragon, right? Well, I only put one egg, but tell me why five little dragons came forward. Five, five. Do you already feel them? And it might feel as though something is kind of like crawling and playing and, you know, very light touches. It's so cute. They're so small. Oh my gosh. And um these are different because baby dragons, like really tiny little dragons, um did you their coloring is usually not like this. I don't typically see them like this. They're very pale pastel colors, like pastel pink, very pale pastel purple, pastel green, pastel blue. I believe one was like a grayish purple pastel. So green, pink, grayish purple, blue. Um, Oh, the fifth one is a muted black, like a really faded black. It doesn't look gray. It looks like it's a faded black. Like if your black jeans are super faded already, it looked like that color. That one was very shy. So I think that one has a capability of cloaking much more intensely than the other ones because I thought there were four and then the cloak flickered and I was like, show yourself. And then it showed itself and then it hid again. Like it almost like it just disappeared, but I knew it was still there. So that one has like really intense cloaking ability. I think that one is the most curious out of all of them. And this sweet Chicky, that one is the most curious, but it's also the most timid. But they already seriously adore you. I think they've been kind of trying to connect with you consciously for a little bit now. Yeah, they're so cute. They're seriously so cute. Oh my gosh. Um, how would you interact with them? Like, did you see how I interact? Don't be mean to them though. I mean to Pedro. But I just talk to them. When I feel them, um, years ago when I used to feel like the presence of, baby things, I would definitely be like, is something there? Kind of just getting it to try and come forward. Definitely you can try and interact like you would with a puppy, like a very young puppy. They love that. They really love that. They also love if you like leave out little things for them or if you hide little things. They're literally they feel like puppies to me. Baby dragons, they feel like puppies to me. But you have to make sure that you establish boundaries because they can get very rowdy. And they can definitely grow quickly. So that rowdiness won't be so cute if they're like huge. But I think probably the best way to interact with the baby ones is to treat them like puppies and really just love on them. And you can talk to them in your mind. They can communicate telepathically. So you can definitely talk to them in your mind. Um, One is actually, I don't know if you feel something, your low back on the right side, kind of like where your glute is. There is one just right there, kind of peeking over. Just, just peeking over. So you can start with that one. You got hella baby dragons, girl. Hella baby dragons. I wonder, I wonder if there's actually more and they just are, kind of scared to come forward for now. I'm wondering. I kind of feel like there might be more, to be honest. All right. So you feel okay, Lisa? You might feel heat, okay? You might have some hot flashes over the next hour or so. Um, I suddenly am seeing them like blowing fire, like little spurts. Um, and I think they're just playing around, to be honest. I don't think they're trying to actually set anything on fire. Okay, good. She's good. All right. Angie. Okay. Angie, is there something in particular you want me to scan for? Oh, wow, your ears are popping. Angie, are you here?
She was just here.
I know. She literally was just here. Oh, there she is. Okay, let's go ahead and scan. So just breathe very deep and very slow. Are you feeling anything at the right side of your chest, right around here, on your right side? Do you ever have any like pokey sensation there? It doesn't have to be anything intense, but just random pokey sensations there. Excuse me. I see a big ass spear sticking out the right side of your chest. Not a dagger, but a full on spear. I also see a lot of crystallization at the base of your skull. This crystallization was cloaked. Um, and it keeps moving. There is a very significant latching, and it just keeps moving from the front to back, up and down, and it moves very quickly. I also detect the pathway from your third eye to your conscious mind, to your awareness, has been crimped really, really badly. It doesn't let much information or sensation through. I also see free floating barbs in the throat. So typically, when I see something like this, when you go to express yourself, it comes off very abrasive, despite how you intend for it to sound. No matter how soft and loving you're intending for it to sound, it often comes off very abrasive. Um, you also have quite a few latchings behind your ears, your upper shoulders. Um, it really affects your thought process. It does quite a bit of thought inception throughout the day. This is a daily thing. Your root chakra appears to be shattered. Um, did you have a hysterectomy? Your sacral chakra looks like it's been obliterated, not just shattered, but completely obliterated. And the energy continues to drain out and just pool at the front of your belly. I wouldn't be surprised if you have chronic digestive struggles like queasy, or you did have it. Yeah. And then it looks empty. The chakra, it looks like energy just continues to be released from it. And the energy doesn't glow. It's almost like sludgy. Um, dang girl, there's a lot of circumstance going on around you. Um, I'm being shown a little boy. I can't remember if you have a child. Um, I'm being shown a little boy and a man. Um, were you married or in a relationship and split up? Are there issues? I don't even know if you have children. I cannot remember for the life of me. You have a son. Um, is he around like 5 or 6 years old? Between 5 to 7. Like a small 7-year-old or a big 5-year-old. You're still in the relationship. Is it a fractured one? I'm sorry to get so personal. You don't have to answer that if you don't feel comfortable.
Almost 12.
Almost 12. Did something happen when he was around 6 years old? Just because that's in between 5 and 7. Did something traumatic happen to him? Like,
Yes.
that's parasite related. And it's been affecting you too. Do you find yourself being very short tempered with him, frustrated with him a lot, unable to cope with behavioral struggles? It seems like it pits the two of you against each other, and then it creates tension with you and your husband or whoever you're in a relationship with. Okay. You have a lot of parasitic circumstance, hon. I definitely recommend you have a lot of work that needs to be done. I'm going to be very honest. It's a lot of work. Um, you need full chakra reconstruction. Even though you had the hysterectomy, the energetic causation that led to the distortion in code expression of the cells, it's still there. It's still there. Energy is still not being allowed to flow through there. I want to help you through this. Okay. I want to get you solid and centered in your truth again. But it's a lot of stuff you need to do. I think the best way to do it would be to have a private mentorship, an extended private mentorship. that would address all the circumstance and then give you the tools to continue maintaining the work that we do, because this amount of work, you're going to have to maintain it. You can't allow it to revert back. You have to maintain it. So just think on that, okay, Angie? Definitely think on that. If it's something that, tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now, suddenly you wake up and you're like, you know what? I think it's time for me to do that. Find it on my website. There's no rush. There's no rush. I want you to embark on this journey when you're ready to commit to yourself. Okay? Until you're ready to commit to yourself, it's going to be a waste of your money. It's not cheap. All right? I don't want you to waste your money. I believe you're worth it. I definitely believe you're worth it, but I want you to do it when you're ready. All right? When you're ready to commit this time and effort into yourself, because right now, the sense that I get is you really allow yourself to be so depleted. You cater to everyone else and allow yourself to get real depleted. And no, it didn't bring down my vibe, but it's something that it wouldn't be appropriate for me to be like, hey girl, by the way, you know what I mean? Like, no, it didn't bring down my vibe. It's just, I'm trying to be very focused on what would be the best, most solid advice or suggestion for you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think an extended mentorship package would probably be the best option for you, because that would give us the time and the type of sessions that would clear the circumstance, address all the circumstance, and then teach you how to continue maintaining it. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, because this looks like it's been going on for a while. I feel for you. I definitely do. I definitely do. So, whenever you're ready, just go to the website. There's more information about it on the website. You can also email me, contact@meevolving.com. You can message my business page on Facebook, whatever's most convenient for you. And then, we'll get you the information that you're needing. Let me just mark this. I think we're done. Yep, we're done. Are we done? We are done. So you guys, tomorrow, tomorrow, I will be having, well, the plan is to have a live stream where we go ahead and do a fire ceremony to really utilize that 11/11 portal energy and tie it into the Taurus full moon. Okay. This is huge manifestation potentiality. I'll make the link available for people who are interested in having a part in the ritual, not just watching, but actually having me include them in the fire ceremony. Okay. I'll have that link available on Facebook. I'll try and put it on Instagram as well as YouTube. All right, guys. Thank you so much for sharing this space with me. If you haven't already given this video a thumbs up, please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and join me every single time I'm live. Good night, guys. What's up? Okay. Hold on. Let me end the